Wait till you hear me say something. I hope you'll applaud at the end. I met Mikey, and what a pleasure that is. And I met Nora, too. So it all started, Mikey said, did I believe in the Constitution? And I said, of course. And then he said, if you believe in the Constitution, do you believe in free speech? And I said, of course. So then he said, you've got to come and give one. So at any rate, I'm very thankful to be here. And now with all that introduction, the answer is that when I really work hard at school, which is all I did, I got a C+ average. So I'm not exceptional at it anyway. And then I went to good schools, and because that was sort of what I was supposed to do. And it did teach me how to put ideas together, critical thinking, and then be curious. And then luckily in our family, we had a mother that wouldn't let the 3 little beard boys sit in a chair. So we all set out to work hard. So when I've trained the 20,000 kids, the basis of it is think big, have an attitude, yes, I can, and get started. And I tell them, if I've had the fun of creating programs for 7 presidents of the United States with a C+ average, they ought to be able to do better. So it all is pretty good. But I will then report that there's a lot of room for improvement. So I've always praised my mother about giving us all the jazz to get off a chair and do stuff. And then when I started going down the personal track, I realized that in our family, there were no hugs. Never in my life did I sit in my mother's lap and she hugged me and said, I love you. Pretty interesting. And then my father was always very pleasant. Everybody liked him, but he never did anything with us kids. He did take me hunting one day, and I thought, this is great, I'm going hunting with my dad. And we got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, had pecan pie and my peanut butter sandwich, and I got on all the warm clothes, and I went, and he said, sit down, here's a tree. And 4 hours later, he came and picked me up and said, now we're gonna go home. And I thought it was a little less than exciting. So then I'll tell you something that I probably shouldn't, but why not? At about 10, what I was told was I was supposed to be a girl. And that when I was born, my mother had a fit. I hate this baby. I hate this baby. I wanted a girl. And I have no recollection at all that had an emotional impact, 0. But now as I've gotten into this quest, the idea of the little baby who wants to be lovable and loved, with vibrations going across, I hate this baby, it probably had an impact. So fundamentally what I'm doing is I'm totally working, every kid wants to be loved and lovable, and I've looked at it and I think I'm basically scarred. I don't know basically what love is. And so I'm working on it. And I'm having a very good time working on it. Now, as I've headed off into this thing, I'm optimistic, you know that, and I like positive news. So I go into elevators and I say, tell me the best thing about you. Stand up now, come on.
Oh no.
Come on. Yeah, tell me the best thing about you. One good thing about you.
That I'm compassionate.
Compassionate, perfect. Now how about you? Come on, stand up. What's the best thing about you?
Capable of love.
Capable, oh, I need to. All right, so people like that. And so I tell everybody, stick me in a mud puddle and I'll build something big. So I'm going to take that idea, and I'm too old to know about social media, but I'm learning about it. And we're going to try to get 1 million people to sort of interact on social media, tell me one good thing about you, because I think that positive acts have a way of multiplying, and I think positive beats negative, and I think that love and compassion beats anger and conflict. So that's just one thing we're sort of setting out to do. Now, then with gift, and this stuff I passed out, but basically, what am I going to do? I'm going to start slow, because there's no other way to start. And then I'll build. And I'm going to set myself up as a servant leader. I'm not the fancy pants. And on that sheet I passed out, there's 6 things we're going to do. And over the next long period of time, I'm dedicated to this. So many things are happening, and I had the wonderful time with Mikey to meet Charlie Hartwell. And we said, this is all going to happen anyway. And I said, I think it is, but I'll get myself organized, and I will find, if we say taking mindfulness into schools, I'll go around the world and get masterminds, and they will learn from each other, and they'll help each other, and we'll get more mindfulness into schools. And I want to work with Mikey and this group here about where's technology coming in, and how do we spread the technology, and how to get that around the globe. So there's a whole series of things that I will do, and I'm going to have fun doing it. Now, in closing, here's my idea. I basically have had a lot of fun in my life. And 7 presidents, 10 million jobs, Jackie Kennedy, 20,000 kids, taught to be a leader. And so I'm 76 years old. And my idea is that the first 3/4 of my life have been pretty good. But the last quarter will be infinitely better. So I'm at the starting line, I'm raring to go, and on your mark, get set, va-boom, I'm off and running. Thank you very much.